That's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Okay, before we get started, let me remind everyone to please turn off your cell phones during news conferences. Additionally, flash photography is not permitted. Welcome to Stanford's press conference. Stanford's sports information contact is Wilder Treadway. Joining us on the podium are head coach Tara VanDerveer and student athletes Fran Belibi and Lexi Hull. Coach VanDerveer, would you like to make an opening statement?
I think that I just want to congratulate Montana State on getting into the NCAA, and her Trisha's team, I thought played really hard. And our team had to respond, and I thought we did. Especially our defense was really good, and Fran's dunk really made it exciting.
Thank you, Coach. We'll now take questions for the student athletes first. As a reminder, please state your name and affiliation at the beginning of your question, and please limit yourself to one question and at most one follow-up. If you're on the Zoom call, please use the raise hand function, and I will call on you if time permits.
Ben Parker, CardinalSportsReport.com. I can get to ask this one, I guess. Fran, just talk about the dunk. What did you see? And, just kind of walk us through that moment for us.
Yeah, I think our coaches did a great job of preparing us for this game. We knew that their post players like to shoot, so I was just trying to recover back. I got the block, which was cool. And then I was kind of dribbling down, and I kind of looked over to see who was there and where she was. And then I got past the three-point line, and I just kind of went for it, so it worked out.
All right, Fran, follow up on that one. You got the afro going on, so Dr. J, what was the feeling like? You've dunked at Haas Pavilion, you've dunked over at Pauley Pavilion, and now you finally dunk here at home during the tournament. So what does that feel like?
I mean, I think we were kind of talking. This one I think was the coolest one, just to be able to be here at Maples. I know I've dunked at Maples multiple times in warm-up, as I'm sure you've seen. But to be able to do it in a game and to have all those fans with us and just to hear the crowd it was a really long time. It was 30 seconds. That's a long time to be cheering. And to just hear how loud it was in there, that was definitely a highlight.
This is for either of you. Kate Rooney with Cron 4 in San Francisco. Congratulations on the win. How did it set the tone for you guys for, maybe making a run in this tournament to be able to get out there and stick to kind of the hallmarks of your game that you've played with all season?
I think more than anything, we're just excited to be playing and playing with each other. And I think at the beginning of the game, you kind of saw that we got going quickly. I think that made us feel comfortable in this tournament. I know a lot of people on the team, this is their first real tournament. So I think everyone's just getting comfortable and playing within themselves, and I think this was a good day for us. Everyone got some time out there and to kind of feel it out for themselves. But super proud of Fran. I know we were so hyped for her, so yeah.
This is for Fran, Scott Osler, The Chronicle. The fans went crazy, obviously, but your team went crazier. Your dunks seem to have that inspiring effect.
Yeah, it's really funny because I dunk all the time, and I think when I look back at pictures, everyone is still just as excited as if it was their first time seeing it. So it's, I think, really cool to see that on their faces, and they've been getting on me all year about not dunking so far. The freshmen have been like, we came here for this, so where is it? So it was really cool to get it and to make it happen, and then to just get engulfed. I felt really loved, so there's that for sure.
Lexi, I think in the moment you were in the game when she dunked. Just what was your reaction to it? Obviously, you're still trying to play, but just what was your sort of comprehension as she was doing it and then afterwards?
Yeah, I was running right behind her, and it's always we see a potential lane, and we're always come on. In the back of my head, I'm like, do it, do it, do it, do it. And then when she did it, I was so excited. I think thinking back on plays, people don't remember, oh, that was a really cool three-point shot, or that was a great drive. People remember the dunks, and I remember every single one of Fran's, and so to be able to be right there for that one was super cool and definitely a memory I'll have forever.
Just a reminder to please state your name and affiliation at the beginning of the questions. Thank you.
Harold Gutman with the San Jose Mercury News. Fran, I guess it wasn't just the dunk, right? It was, you led the game with 13 rebounds, and even the thing that precipitated the dunk was a block shot that you had. Just how did you feel like you played all around tonight?
T-Dog? What do you think? I had a couple mishaps on defense, but overall we're just trying to to build and to just keep growing. Tara told us before the game that we're always trying to get better. We don't want to play tomorrow like we played today. We're trying to be better tomorrow than we were today. So I had a couple cool things happen, but there's definitely a lot of things to work on, and I know as a team we're all going to keep working on them.
Victor Flores, 406 Sports. Tara, I just a question for you. What was the biggest kind of thing you were focusing on with Montana State going into the game?
Well, we wanted to establish ourselves at the defensive end, and I think we did that in the first quarter. And then, really just make sure that we were playing basketball that will help us continue to play in this tournament, taking care of the basketball, which I was disappointed with some of our turnovers. But, working hard on defense, rebounding, and Fran did a great job on the glass, getting a double-double. And, the fact that we could play everyone, and, in the tournament, you want to have people excited and ready. Also, not having anyone get hurt is a major thing. So we're really, excited to be going into Sunday's game healthy and everyone ready to contribute.
As a reminder, we're still doing questions for the student athletes. We'll do coach after. It's all good.
Yeah, Ben Parker, Cardinal Sports. Sorry,
Sorry.
Ben Parker, CardinalSportsReports.com here again for the players. Just talk about getting a shutout in the first quarter. That's a tough thing to do. So just talk about what allowed you guys to get that shutout, and as it was kind of getting close to a shutout, was that kind of a goal you guys? Hey, it'd be cool to get that.
I think in the middle of the quarter, not necessarily something we were like, oh, we can do this quarter, but just to take every possession seriously. And our coaches did a great job preparing us for tonight. And so we kind of knew going in what we thought that they were going to do, and to be able to execute on defense what we practiced this past couple weeks. It felt good. And I think it just made us, like I said, more comfortable and into the game coming out like that.
For both of you, Matthew Walter from The Next Hoops. For both of you, can you talk about, Lexi, it's your first time playing at home in the tournament since your freshman year. Fran, it's your first time, period. Just what getting that opportunity to play in front of your friends at home in the NCAA tournament, what's that like, and how excited would you guys be able to do that again?
I love it. I love playing in Maples, and to think about this is the last 2 games that I'll ever play in Maples, it's super special to be able to be here playing in front of friends, family that have come down. And it's crazy because it's kind of like full circle, start here, end here, and just super thankful for the fans that came out tonight. Seemed extremely packed, extremely loud. We heard it when Fran dunked especially. But yeah, we're super thankful for the fans here.
Yeah, I mean, to echo what Lexi said, obviously this is my first time, and we've been joking, like, I have no idea what's going on on campus. Like, I've never been a part of something like this, and even last year, even in our first tournament, we had very limited fans. So to be able to play at Maples and, like Lexi said, to see the gym packed and to have so many fans behind us, it's definitely something I'll cherish and something we were really excited to have the opportunity for, and we're excited to keep going with it for one more game.
Hi, ladies. Janie McCauley from Associated Press. Lexi, have you heard the freshmen razzing Fran like, okay, we came here to see you dunk. How's that been? I mean, is it once a week, once a day?
It's all the opportunities where she's on a lane and it's open. We're like, why haven't you done? It's not just the freshmen. It's everyone. And we see it in warm-ups, but we want to see it every game. I mean, why doesn't she do that every game? Yeah, but no. It's kind of just a running joke for everyone.
We'll do one question on Zoom for the student athletes. Lindsay, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hey ladies, it's Lindsay Schnell from USA Today. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Perfect. So Fran, I know that in the past you've talked about when you have wanted to dunk maybe sometimes and you just didn't feel like the timing was right, like were not far enough ahead or whatever. You looked really determined from the second that you blocked her shot. Are you telling the truth when you say you didn't decide to dunk until you got past the 3-point line? Because you looked pretty bound and determined way before half court.
Well, I was just, I don't know. When it's happening, I'm not usually like, oh my God, I'm going to dunk right now, except for one. On this one, I think there are like some outside factors in regards to like how open I am, the time and score situation. But yeah, this one felt good, and I just was watching Lexi get a bunch of steals and goes, so I figured I'd channel her, so I went up for it.
Thank you, Fran and Lexi. You can head back to the locker room.
Thank you.
Good job, you guys.
Thanks. See ya.
All right, Fran.
Now we will take questions for Coach VanDerveer, and as a reminder, please state your name and affiliation at the beginning of your question.
Okay, Michael Robertson, African-American athlete. All right, so Tara, you get out to a 20-0 lead, and earlier, the game before you guys, that's what Kansas got out to a 10-0 lead, and the team came back. So were you surprised how you guys dominated so early?
Well, we talked about the fact that that had happened, and we really, it's really important for our team not to think the game is over in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game. But, again, staying focused and really working hard defensively. They had some good looks that, some of their shots didn't go down for them, but I don't think I've ever coached a quarter where someone didn't score. But I think it's really important for our team to come out and, put the hammer down early, and we did. But, and then we need to continue it through the 40 minutes. So I'm just really, different people came in and helped. Again, I'm really excited about the number of people that were able to contribute. And going forward, I think that'll be something really important for us.
Tara, Tom Wiley with MontanaSports.com. I saw after the game you had a moment to chat with Cola VanDerveer of Montana State. What did you guys talk about?
Well, one of my friends is a professor and runs a tribal teachers college up in Montana, and I knew where she was from, and I know a lot of people were watching her, and just when you have someone, she came from Pryor, and she's a Crow, and just to let her know that it was great that she was getting a degree, and I just wanted to let her know that people back there were cheering for her, and she was. It was fun to talk to her. She's a very, very nice young lady.
Hi, Tara. Janie McCauley from AP. Did you like how Fran kind of mentioned that she takes into account the situation, the score, she uses her head to make the decision on whether to try for a dunk. And also, did you get a kick out of hearing everybody all season long saying, Fran, you got to do it, you got to do it, and then for her to do it at Maples?
It's 2 points, and I know it was fun for the crowd because, the game maybe was a little bit out of hand at that point, maybe not too much, but it's exciting. I'm glad that she can do that, and usually she goes in the other way. So I wasn't sure she really was going to dunk. She usually goes from left to right, coming in this way, and that's how she does it in the warm-up. So seeing her go in that way, that she's expanded her game. But I did remind her that it's 2 points, and the next play down, there's a girl that got a layup, and it was her girl. So I'm like, come on, Fran. So, she's really. It adds some excitement, and she had a great game rebounding. But I tell her team, I'm kind of a greedy sucker. I don't want any turnovers. Our defense was great, but we want to take care of the ball better, and it's just get better every game. But I'm really happy for her, and the team was crazy in the locker room for her.
Tara, Kate Rooney from Crown 4 Sports. Just wanted to follow up on your challenge yesterday. Wondering if you've heard from any other coaches or anyone who's agreed to match, and also if you found out how much you owe so far. Can you give us an updated tally?
So the challenge is $10 for every 3-point shot, and some people are making me pay. I just looked at our team, and our team is, so for today's game was $130. Is that Fran doing that? Or Hannah jump shooting lights out. But, I have heard from several coaches and reporters and people that, men's coaches from up in Portland, Pac-12, Randy Bennett at St. Mary's, also, Nell Fortner, fans, coaches, people, reporters just are excited. And, I think everyone, we're loving the NCAA tournament. We're loving March Madness. But to think that maybe we could just make a difference for some people would be great. And thanks for bringing that up.
Hey, Tara, Matthew Walter, The Next Hoop. So her hoop stats is actually tracking it. So through 18 games, you owe $2,300, just to let you know.
Okay. Bernard?
Secondly, I wanted to ask, your team is so well known for your offense, but to start off the way you did defensively, holding the team to no points, you guys really clamped down early on. What does that say about this team going forward through the rest of the tournament?
Well, we've really, I think our defense has really stepped up in the Pac-12 tournament and obviously today. I think, every round you just get challenged more, and we'll be very challenged by Kansas. They have a lot of weapons. They're bigger, obviously. They shoot the three ball well. So our defense is always going to be challenged, but our defensive tone is set by Lacey, Lexi, and Anna Wilson. Those three get after it defensively. And usually, like in practice, if those three are together, that team will win in practice. So, and I think everyone's defense has been improving. So that's I'm proud of that, and we're working hard to keep improving our defense.
Hey, Tara, we're here. Ben Parker, CardinalSportsReport.com. Yeah, it's all good. So I just wanted to know your thoughts on the first quarter, getting that shutout. Just how important is it for you guys to kind of set the tone and, pounce on a team quickly and early like that? How important is that for you guys?
I think it's really important. I think it was really important, and I was really excited that we did that. That's what, if you're a number one seed, if you let a team hang around, anything can happen. And I told our team that before the game. I just said, Kentucky could never imagine they would have lost us, St. Peter's. I mean, it's like you can't let a team hang around, so jump right on them. And I was excited that we did that.
Scott Osler, The Chronicle.
Hi, Scott.
How are you?
Great.
These people you're hearing from, Randy and these other coaches, are they just saying, way to go, Tara, or are they volunteering to kick in?
No, they're volunteering to kick in. Lindsay Schnell, who was just on for a question, had asked different men's coaches they'd heard about. She brought up the challenge, and so they sent me their phone number, and they kind of want to know what to do, so I'm going to tell them. No, it's not collecting any money. It's kind of waiting for the end of the tournament, and I'm waiting for the end of the women's tournament. Some people are just going with Stanford. Some people are going $1. Some people are going a nickel, whatever. But I think it's just it's getting some traction, just to say, hey, we're so thankful for what we have and the ability to play. And I coached in Ukraine along with Nell Fortner, and so we kind of I kind of thought of it when she was here. So, but yeah, I know the guys look at their three-point shooting and pony up.
Hi, Harold Gutman with the San Jose Mercury News. You kind of went into this a little bit already with talking about Kansas' size, but what do you expect on Sunday?
I think it's going to be a very challenging game for us. So I hope that all the fans that came today can bring their loud friends back. They play in a tough league in the Big 12. They've got inside game, outside game. They shoot the three ball. They got down and they don't get they're up and then they got down. They don't get discouraged. They keep playing hard. So we'll be challenged, and we're going to need. I think we're going to need to play better. But for our team to be able to do what we did tonight, and this wasn't the A game from everyone on our team. So hopefully, other people will really be able to step up. But it's great that Fran stepped up and Lexi stepped up, Hannah Jump. But to go where we want to go, we're going to need more Haley.
Okay, Coach Mike Robertson, African-American athlete. Coach, have you heard from any of the ex-players that are giving you guys encouragement, like Kiana or Sonia or anybody from your championship team?
Yes, I have. Bethany Donovan was here tonight. I saw Bethany. I always hear from, a lot of players. They probably, some of them are probably sleeping over in Australia with Kiana over there, but I'll hear from Nneka and Chene and Jane Appel. So many players will be following, and, I haven't checked my phone, but it'll be blowing up.
We'll take one last question back from Lindsay on Zoom.
Hey Tara, Lindsay Schnell, USA Today. I just wondered, the team pretends to faint evidently on the bench when Fran dunked. Have you ever thought about joining that celebration, or are you just going to stay your usual stoic self?
Well, I'm excited for our team, and I talked to them about the most important thing is the enthusiasm they have. So I'm glad Fran provided a great spark for us, but I was focused on the next play, Lindsay.
Thank you, Coach VanDerveer.
All right, thank you all very much.
A recording of this press conference will be available in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at ncaa.veritone.com. Transcripts are provided by ASAP, will be posted shortly. Thank you for joining us.